Baby. Hello, baby. Girl, you're not gonna you're not gonna be up and down. You heard me?
Hey, babe. How are you, sweetheart? Good.
When some people get up in here. We're talking about where do we go after this victory?
You know what's funny, man? So, like, there was this guy that I was going to the gym with, and I've been going to the gym with him. He's a pretty good dude. And after it all went down, I didn't see him for like a week. And then he said that he was in a dark place because, you know, his girl lost. And I thought he was lying. I thought he was just messing around. But I don't know, man. It was, be real with me, honestly. So, like, I remember when the first time he ran, right? And when I'm being real, I initially wanted him to win because I thought it was a big troll. I was like, there's no way this dude's gonna actually win. And when he did win, I think I was in Cal. It was meltdowns, man. People were having meltdowns. People were freaking out. Like, you remember the whole Milo thing happened. People, I was going to UC Berkeley and they set fire to the building.
Yeah, those rainbow-headed people crying in the streets and stuff. I remember.
Bro, I'm saying, but then and then when I came to Virginia, right? When I came to Virginia and he lost, everything popped off then. So I guess what I want to ask is why is it always like super, I don't know, man. People always explode over stuff like this. I don't get it. Like,
just the times we're in. Because we've been accepting that stuff so much since like 2019. Maybe 2019 we've been accepting that stuff more and more. So, and then for a while there started to go into the era of the ultra wokeism, so woke that people don't even know what woke really meant no more. Like anything woke was basically anything that's ultra hippie. It was going into that era for a little while. Like, oh, your hair is green and you think you got a tail and you think you're a furry, you're woke.
Yo, so okay, it's funny you say it. I want to say it was today. I went into a person who I know. I went to their office, and on his board he has like things you should always remember. Like you're him. It is what it is. Sometimes it be like that. Whatever. Like saying, I guess to stay motivated, right? One of them that he had it wrote on like a little note that he taped to it. And what it said was, you can never be woke if you don't fall asleep. And I didn't know what that meant. But now that I'm talking to you, does it mean like, is it kind of like a left mantra where it's like you need to be woke, but to be woke requires for you to first be asleep, implying that like the people on the right are still sleeping?
I don't know. It sounds like to me that it's saying you got to be ignorant to whatever we feel is ignorant before you can open your eyes and see. You can't just be like that all your life. That's what it sounds like it's saying to me.
So in order for him to see the truth, he has to acknowledge his ignorance?
That's what it sounds like it's saying to me.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't know. I thought it was political, but I don't know, man.
I mean, that's completely wrong. I don't know. I'm just saying.
I don't know. Because again, right? Anytime you hear the word woke being used, you always assume it's somehow politically, influenced, right, or somehow politically, significant. Oh. How happy were you when you found out?
I mean, I knew it was going to happen, to be honest with you.
Don't, come on. No. Come on. Be real right now. When you found out, when it was official, were you like hype, or was it when you?
I was like,
official, they said it. All right, he won. How
I was
happy
like,
were you?
good, just good. How long until we start seeing prices go down and stuff? I was happy till we get back to some normality.
I think normalcy is it that
I can't remember the word.
I don't know. But yeah, I don't know, man. I still that was lopsided too. It was very like it was not. It wasn't one of those like it could go neck or neck. Like it wasn't like a close one. It was just one side went. It did not stop.
I mean, because you got to look at everything that's going on. Gas prices, food prices, and then you be getting these little fake experts. Well, really, this has nothing to do with this, and this was that blah blah. Like, no, it's all connected. Part of the reason why gas prices went up is because Obama treated the Saudis bad. He would boss them around, and they didn't even want to deal with Biden, so they didn't resign the bill. Part of the reason why our country has so much wealth is because all the gas is bought from the Middle East is paid for in U.S. dollars. They didn't resign the deal, so gas is no longer going to be paid for by U.S. dollars. They said they might if Trump wins because they like working with him. So we might keep our value, we might not. That's part of it. So if gas goes up, food's gonna go up. This is gonna go up. If grain goes up, gas is gonna go up. It's all
Just
connected.
because people like working with them.
Well, because like how bad Obama treated them, he was straight pumping them
Okay.
left and right. And I guess they were silently sitting there like, okay, we got a few more years, so this deal's up. We're gonna show you. Because again, a big part of our wealth is because all gas from the Middle East is paid for in U.S. dollars. So that means the other country has to purchase our money to buy Middle Eastern gas. And that's something a lot of people don't know. I thought it was basic knowledge.
I didn't know about that.
Yep. All right, we got 6 in here. Chat ain't really moving, but we got 6 in here. So I'll start my little thing. Because I want the movie where I can look at both screens, so I'm not like looking back and forth because I need to be reading.
You don't got
talking now because I wrote it.
I know you got the dual setup. You don't got like a chat open on one thing.
That's my old computer. Like I need to buy a new dual screen.
Or are you gonna sell some of your bricks of gold in order to have that money go towards your setup?
I might do what? Who what?
Are you gonna sell your bricks of gold so that you can have some of that money go to your setup?
If I have bricks of gold, I got silver.
You do. What about your Bitcoin? You gonna sell a few of the Bitcoins in order to?
I don't have Bitcoin. I have a lot of other cryptos though.
Yes, Bitcoin, everyone.
Actually, I might have like $200 worth of crypto. That's not even one coin.
He's lying. He has 200 Bitcoin.
Boy, if I had 200 Bitcoin, I don't even be talking right. Y'all don't even know me.
That's crazy. What's that saying? So rich, I act like I don't know nobody. What's it? How's it go?
I made that. No, I didn't. I stole that from that one dude, white rapper. What's his name? Yellow Wolf or something. I want to get so rich so I can, or I want to get so rich I can act like I don't know nobody.
I feel that though.
I do feel that.
So, okay, what did he say in his like 100-day, his first 100 days? What is he? What's he? I've heard it mentioned a little bit on the news, but like, what's his big thing? Is it the wall?
Day one, legal citizens, people that was born here, supposed to be here, like your wife and your kids. They're they're good. You're out here, buddy.
She was born here. See, this is crazy.
Sandra's good, but you, sir,
y'all don't want that to happen. I'm pretty sure countries would be fighting to have me there. They shoot. So what is that? I heard. Is he really going to actually try to legit build a wall? Like, is that like for real? Like, is it?
Well, there's the parts of it that's already built. You just have to finish. I mean, I guess if he was going to finish, you'd have to get the financing for it again, unless that money's just been sitting there and not being used. Because remember, I think he ended up getting the money, and then it was different states and governors and people in the Senate that was blocking it. I think, if I'm remembering correct. If I'm
We
wrong,
should
somebody in the
invest in
chat let me
whatever they
know.
use to build that damn wall. We need to invest in concrete or steel.
I think that was one of the. I think that was one of the big investments was the companies that was building it.
I just thought about that. But all right, so
That's-
he's gonna build the wall. So he's gonna start deporting folks too, for real?
Yeah, but it's like people from Venezuela, El Salvador, stuff like that. Illegal people, obviously.
Okay.
Well, I know.
What else?
I don't remember.
I'm gonna be real. I
got
was surprised, and I'm not saying that it should have happened. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is I'm surprised there wasn't so many, or was there a bunch of like demonstrations, protests after the results came out, or
There was a few. It wasn't nothing like it was before. There was no riots. There was no.
that's what I'm saying.
People
I'm surprised.
drop kicking themselves windows. I don't know. I mean, I think I honestly I think people that organize that stuff, I think they felt like too many people was prepared for it. Because I'll put like this: the day before election day, my wait
DC was
to
boarded
get
up.
it probably was a
Yeah.
new pistol that I was getting for somebody. My delay was over 4 hours. I've never had a delay that long because everybody was buying guns and ammo the day before the election.
Well, I'm probably sure that they finally looked into your history, saw all those charges. So hopefully,
If they look into my history, they'd be like, this man is a saint and patriot, true patriot.
I don't. All right, so
white.
There was the. Oh, I forgot. I wish I had my laptop up here. So
Yeah,
it's
well, I
not
start
an
reading.
emergency protective order. There is it's ironic. So I'm looking up something for work. Can't really talk about it. But what I want to say is that isn't there's orders that people can take out where they can confiscate your firearms, right? It's not like red flag laws. I think it's more of it's like an EPSO or something. And I guess the reason why I'm bringing that up is, huh?
I was just saying hello to somebody.
I guess what I'm bringing that up for is he going to do anything when it comes to any of those laws passed in those states that are very much anti-gun? Is he going to try to do that and try to protect people's 2A rights or what?
Well, see, and that's one thing I was thinking to myself. I was gonna actually write to some of the big. I forgot before Mimi starts yelling. I can't even do it here. For Mimi starts fussing at me. Some of the big tubers. I'm like, so are we pushing for that nationwide concealed carry or what?
That'd be big.
Honestly, I think that needs to be a thing. I mean, I've been there's a bunch of stuff already about to come down the line for that stuff. There you go. There you go. I did it before you start fussing.
What did Mimi tell you to do? Nice to see you, Mimi.
To pin my Cash App. It's sad that the Zay made me think about it.
Cash Apps?
You didn't really say anything. We just been kind of talking. I didn't even start reading yet. The topic is men, ladies. Of course, obviously y'all welcome in here and join the conversation. The topic is men. Where do we go from here?
Is it only men?
No, I mean anybody join. It's more so about community, but at the same time, you hear a lot of people saying, well, you either hear them saying it's men's fault or men want it for him, or it's black men's fault or black men want it for him.
Interesting,
because I think he is. Other than when the majority of black people voted Republican back in the days, I think since then he's had the most black men voting for him. And again, it's the sign of the times, and I mean we're gonna get into all that after I read my stuff, but it's kind of the signs of the time. Kind of, if you kind of look at where media has been going, I don't know how much you pay attention to that stuff. Some of the video game stuff, things like that.
Oh, the DEI.
Yeah, but and again that went from being something that was supposed to be good to more so pointing at and targeting men. Men, you're the enemy. You're the cause of all stuff. And then it definitely hardcore the last 2 years transitioned over to men and definitely you black men. And obviously it was mostly black women pointing their fingers at us. There was what I think is funny as hell. A lot of people get offended by it, but there was also some white women in the public spotlight blaming black men. I thought it was funny. Other people get super mad.
Well, I guess that for me, that's always confusing for you to try to blame a demographic, because isn't there always going to be a demographic that doesn't necessarily mirror how they performed in the past? Like, I feel like you could always look at the numbers and say, well, black men didn't vote as much as they did for Obama or for Bush. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like you could always look at a demographic and say, well, Asian Americans, unfortunately, their percentage of or voting participation dropped or whatever. It just, you know what I mean? It feels like you're just picking a group at this point.
I mean, I'm sure it was up there. I mean, I'm sure those things have been said at those different times. This is the most. I don't know. Japanese American votes, Chinese American votes. I'm sure all of that's been there at different points in time.
Right now, we're just the topic of conversation.
But as far as well, because I would say as far as celebrities and stuff like that goes, probably been the most vocal black men. And then of course you have people that are calling sellouts and the raccoon word and stuff like that, like Ricky Smiley and Steve Harvey, because they're like, oh, black men, how could you not vote for Kamala? And again, the majority of the outspoken black men are,
UT.
UT.
Another thing that they call people who don't vote necessarily with the.
Yeah, but I'm a nerd. I'm that type of person that like to be like, well, if you knew who Uncle Tom really was, you wouldn't call nobody. I mean, you wouldn't say that. You would call him. I forget the guy's name.
The other dude's name.
The story.
Yeah.
Because remember, my bad. I'll say Uncle T. I don't know how sensitive YouTube is. Uncle T.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I didn't know if we should say it or not. Like because I bet you, man. Honestly, I'm pretty sure that'll buzz or that'll flag or whatever. I'd be surprised if. But Steve, humor me for a second. Humor me for a second. Because I know certain older people who also pull that same like, hey, well, if you read the book, you would know that guy isn't the real person. I'm like, okay, true, but couldn't you just push back by saying like, okay, yeah, for sure, but we all know what we try to convey by calling someone a UT. Like, yeah, you could say, well, it doesn't matter, because the book, shows that he's not the bad guy, but it doesn't matter who the bad guy was or wasn't. When we say UT, we mean this.
Symbolism behind the word.
Huh?
I say it's the symbolism that was put behind the word, right?
Yeah. That's essentially, I guess, I don't know. It's just because you're right, bro. Like it honestly, dog, I really want to talk to you. I want to talk to you about other stuff too. Like, I feel like we kind of do.
I mean, we can. Like it's part that I spent 2 hours typing out.
What?
We can get to whatever. My thing I have to read, like I'm talking.
No, read it.
I just want to here. Let me just move my mouse.
I'm so happy.
Okay. Men. What's that?
Huh?
Yeah. Men. I heard you mumble something about reading, but whatever.
I didn't mumble. I'm saying I'm supporting the support. So.
I'm gonna keep reading. Men, okay. Where do we go from? I mean, you know what? It's funny coming from a guy that can barely read.
What did I didn't say that. I didn't. What are you talking? Again, I'm supporting Warlord. That's what I'm doing. I don't know where this hostility is coming from. Just supporting my friend. So, man.
Yeah, my eyes are going back over here.
Okay.
Where do we go from here? A lot of people have said this recently, the last few days, kind of annoys me a little. Because I was planning this very same conversation myself. Black men, all men, we seen what we can do when we actually come together. All men, definitely also black men. We said no to the stuff that would or that they were that was trying to come down the pipe. It didn't sound too pleasant to us. I just lost my spot. I should have put spaces. Oh, anyways, to us, the providers, the heads of our households, supposed to be the heads of our households, of course, because ain't everybody running it the way they're supposed to.
You ain't,
The
you ain't right. You ain't
I'm just
right.
be
It's
serious, man.
2024, Warlord. Goodness.
Yeah, sure is. Almost 25. Uh, Supposed to be the protectors of this country and of our families. Not saying there's no women that does the same, but we are the primary ones doing that. In my opinion, the Democrats basically said, and some still saying, we are the primary evil and blame to every problem we have in this country. But that's a different conversation for a different day. The question and topic is, where do we go from here? This includes men that didn't vote for Trump because, we're still all in this country. We're supposed to all be united and we're all men. Now, I'm going to take this conversation in a different direction than the others that use the same title. I'm talking about what can we accomplish? Why aren't we trying? See, I did half of this in voice to text, and I realized I shouldn't do that and come back and check because it do not be right in what you say. Anyways, oh, and why aren't we trying it? Or maybe I meant doing it. Who knows? Especially to give ourselves, families, wives, kids, pets, real girlfriends, fake girlfriends, side chicks, etc. The best that they can get. Because, in my opinion, I'm a strong believer of, you know, if my lady or my family, my friends, if they want the best out of me, then they need to give me something back or make me feel comfortable at home as well. Just like if I want the best out of them, I need to be doing for them. So even though that was kind of messed up because we talked back and forth and I did half of it in voice to text, so I had to improvise some of the stuff that I wrote. What do you think about what I said so far? Or should I just get on to the next line? Yeah, actually, because the first two paragraphs go together. I'm gonna be real. A lot of the I have no idea what I was trying to say. Something in this country, there are men, there are people come together to make money. I was probably saying, oh, a lot of the other ethnicities is what I meant in this country. Their men, their people come together to make money, to build and to grow community and other things. Mainly black men, and the numbers is getting larger for white men as well. Why, kind of like why are we not doing that? Why are we so divided? Me being a military child and joining the military myself, moving around a few times, seeing different cultures from country to country, state to state, because we have to admit the cultures in different states is kind of different. I'm almost locked up when I heard the whistle. I feel we all grow better with each other or with everyone. But I'm also a realist, and I will not deny the strength in ethnic and cultural unity neither. So that's basically me saying, of course, me, the way I grew up, I feel like, we all need to be together doing things together. But, again, I'm not going to deny the strength of when a culture, because I hate saying races because, again, I'm a nerd. We're all the same race. We're all humans. But different cultures and their ethnicities is when, when they built up their Chinatowns together, they're strong. They're keeping the money within their community, making the money amongst each other. Again, we did have Black Wall Street back in the days, but the one thing that a lot of people feel like we left out with that is we didn't really set up its own defense, its own military, its own police.
Yeah,
Which was very true. So, what do you think about that first confusing part that I wrote?
So I guess to answer you explicitly, what do we do from here? I think what we do is, in order to continue making this advance forward, right? This progress. I think what you have to do is ensure that it isn't just a men versus women thing. I think we do need to come in order to ensure that this isn't so much a men are the problem, women are the problem. It's a human problem, so that we're not creating our own like victim class, so to speak. And I guess that's my thought. My thought is, whoever's blaming the other, that's got to be addressed first, like that. And I think we're doing that, right? Like, I think we're seeing and realizing that this is more than just man bad, women good, empower women because no trust man. Like, it's bigger than that. So I think, to answer your question, where do we go from here is we need to establish a dialogue so that we can ensure that there isn't this targeting of one group, because I think that's the issue, right? The issue is we just don't want it to turn into if there's issues or concerns, we're simply just pointing and blaming. If we come together with a solution to address whatever we think the issue is, then that can be, or we then make change. Now, as it concerns this whole embracing cultural similarities in order to, preserve and also build amongst ourselves, I don't think there's a problem with that. I think the problem is when, one, you have individuals who view that as positive, which is fine, but then take it to the extreme and say, well, we need to make this absolute, right? Because that's where we go back to segregation. Like, it's a balancing act. So I agree with you wholeheartedly that that's probably what needs to be done. We need to try to build, but we also need to ensure that it isn't just if you're not building with us, then it doesn't mean simply that you don't necessarily agree with the separatist way of thinking, or is it more of you want to show that success is achievable without trying to band together? Because again, it's just dangerous, man. That separatist way of thinking is dangerous, personally. So I think the first thing is that. The first thing is we got to come, men and women, together to address what the underlying issue is. Is it, well, you know what, too many of our industries turn into boys clubs? That's a fair concern. That's a fair grievance, right? Well, then how do we fix that? That's what we need to address. Is it more, and I think I don't want to be long-winded, man, but I think that's really what it should come down to. Like, address that underlying issue.
I don't I don't think we can just put a blanket on it when you say when you say stuff like our too many of our industries becoming a boys club. I think it depends on what the industry is, to be honest with you. It's like, we're gonna be real. There's definitely some built women out there that I would definitely run or in my prosthetics kind of jog / power walk away from. But then at the same time, something like, let me think something, and I don't want to use the infantry example. I'm not even going to touch the military for this example. Oil rigs. There is women on them, but most of them, they're not down there on the deck moving the crazy heavy stupid machinery around to where people make it muscle memory to where they can just swing it and the right people are ducking at the right times without even looking at it and stuff like that. Lifting the different pumps and drills up and stuff like that. I feel like stuff like that becomes a boys club only because it needs to be, or just because the majority of the type of people that you're going to get working down there doing that type of thing. And that's the only reason why I don't want to say I don't want to put a blanket thing on it. The video game industry, I don't think it ever was a boys' club, but I think people start to say stuff like the tech and video game industry was a boys' club. I don't think it ever was. And
I'm speaking out of ignorance, brother. I don't know. So yeah, let me rephrase. I don't want to in some way
I'm not blaming
imply
you.
that is the problem. I'm not saying that is the problem. I'm just saying
Right.
If we come together and we think that that's one, let's address that. But yeah, I don't mean to say like, oh, the problem is all guys just cling together and only bring up other guys. Like if that's what we think the problem is as a collective, then
honestly, that was just the part I caught when I was catching up in the chat.
But Patricia, how are you? What's normal is the real question. I mean, that's fair. I mean, that's a fair comment to make. That would be interesting,
I wish for some of those I remember what part I was on, so I can answer some of those, but I don't remember what part I was on for all of those. So like, I'm trying not to say.
He's trying to bring his folks over to your side to this live stream. And Godbody suggests that what men need to do is we need to organize and lift our economy. And that's all that matters at the moment. Warlord, how do you think people would do that effectively? How do you think people come together and lift our economy? Is that by just buying only American? Is that more of a,
more
exporting?
A lot of the deals that has been put in place are very, very, you can almost call them anti-USA. They're not in our favor. They're in the people in the government's favor because they get kickbacks and stuff, but they're not in our favor. And one of my favorite examples I like to use is skateboards. If you get a skateboard said made in the USA, stuff like the TTP or how we have it set up right now is we chop down the tree here. Here we shape the board here, but just because of our trade deals, we have to ship it to China to have them put on the trucks. For anybody that doesn't know, so you're not confused, the trucks is like the wheel part, the part that holds the wheels and stuff. We have to ship it to them just for them to put on the trucks, then ship it all the way back here, pay a tax on it to help them out after we paid them for doing that as well, and then for us to finish up the skateboard here. Stuff like that's ridiculous. We don't need to do that.
No,
But in
Godbody says that another way to improve and what should be done next is by trying to provide more opportunities for the youth.
And that comes from, once again, producing here more. I mean, it all goes back to pretty much the root or the bottom. We make more money here. We have more opportunities. More people are happy. Prices are cheaper. And the price cheaper. Oh, it's my headphones. I was like, who's talking? It's to charge me. Anyways, and if prices aren't cheaper here, we'll be making more money. Our money still goes further. But again, that starts with us producing more hair. It's like, again, we I turn the volume off. Again, it's like with changing of power, changing of presidencies and stuff like that, you always notice which some industries start to shrink and others start to grow. We need to stop doing that. Grow other ones, but don't shrink other ones. It's like again, I know a lot of y'all don't care for Trump and stuff like that, and I know the news says this and that. But if you go and if you look at the science of it, you look at the economics of a lot of these things, stuff like the vehicle industry. Once again, Ford and stuff like that, moving our plants to South America and stuff like that. That doesn't benefit us. That benefits them by giving them as in the CEOs and stuff, by giving them cheaper labor. But what are we doing here? Losing jobs. Marion, in Indiana, where a lot of my family's from. Everybody, they all used to work for GM. They all used to. They had a huge plant there. Everyone had good pensions, good jobs, and stuff like that. They closed down. Somehow it seemed to be they closed down right before a lot of people was in just enough time to earn the retirements no matter what and stuff like that. Why they closed down? Because they moved to South America and overseas for cheaper labor. But what's that do here? That's a whole area. It's a whole small city or large town, whichever one you want to call it, where a majority of the people working there all worked at the same place, or the businesses around it. They supported that business. Or for like a good example, where I lived in Puerto Rico, the base it got shut down because we spent billions of dollars on a new sonar system, and the cartels and stuff they paid agitators and had people protest the heck out of it, from what I've been told, and that base closed down. What happened to everything around that base, outside of that base, including Walmart, turned into a ghost town. Sable, Puerto Rico. Look it up. Sable, Puerto Rico. It's with the C. It turned into a ghost town. Why? Because all the businesses was built up to support and service the people that lived on that base. Same thing here. Here when you have oil towns or mining towns or again car industry or factory towns. So again, bring businesses back here, produce more here is one of the my main things.
So Godbody mentioned also what we need to do next is to try to prevent the division in America. He says America raises its citizens to be divided. He says you can see that by looking at the media, and everything is to make us hate each other. And in my mind, I'm thinking that's a fair point. But my worry now becomes what we suggested earlier about building from within and embracing our cultural similarities. Wouldn't that also be kind of subtly reinforcing the division? Like, I don't know. I'm asking Warlord. What do you?
I don't want to answer that because that's like a lot of that. A lot of things you're saying, asking is in like the next two parts that I wrote.
Okay, for sure. But then so then in order to address what we're saying explicitly, you mentioned about men being protectors traditionally and all those things. And do you still think that although in this day and age we've some would argue we have progressed to a point where you know there stereotypical roles or attributes are kind of like not as commonly embraced, do you think that there is an issue then with, attributing such a role to men? Or is it more of we need to go back to that? And maybe the idea is because of the election of Trump, you think slowly we are going back to that?
No, I think things need to be modernized as they are. And when I say modernized, I say as like um if everyone in the household works, then everyone in the household works. But at the same time, me being the person I am, it's still my responsibility to try to make sure I'm producing enough, I'm earning enough. I can find a way to make sure everyone eats, whether I'm the only one working or if me and the wife, girlfriend, whatever is working as well. And I think that's how a lot of it has been for a while. I think it's been the main change, the main thing outside of that has just been the verbal part of it. Because a lot of people live that way, but and then they'll be like, well, I'm the more dominant one in this, I'm the more dominant, just depending on kind of what's going on and stuff like that. Good evening, manifest. Um, Again, I'm trying not to answer into to things that I type. What was the end of your question again?
The end of my question was if what we viewed as traditional stereotypical roles or traits or qualities are going to be even more embraced or even more supported with Trump's election, with Trump's win. Do you think that
I
like
say
um,
I say if you're trying to foresight think into it, and if things go the way that people want them to go, the way that they should go, but I say it can get that way only because overall we're all living more comfortable, and because there's a lot of people where both people in the house bring in I don't know, 20,000, 30,000 a year. So both people have to, especially right now. But I say if things go the way that they should, you will see a little bit more of that. But again, a little bit more of that by choice. Again, again, I'm always the type of, yeah, it's my job. Let me take care of the family. But if we're both working, and if we talk about it, if we decide to do this, let me pay all the bills, take care of the heavy stuff. If there's some stuff that you need to pick up, like all the bills between my bills and your bills, or maybe say that you're combining two families. If there's some heavy stuff that you need to come pick up, or light stuff, you do it. But at the time your money should go towards the fun stuff and saving up for vacations and investing and stuff like that. That's the way I like to do things. And then you should have it to where you're still making money, or enough money for you to do a little bit of your own free stuff on the side too, and just let's call it what it is. It's like uh women are more comfortable, and to me, honestly, there's nothing wrong with that. Or at least younger women are more comfortable if most of their money is going for mostly for them. But again, I know plenty of women that they don't mind contributing if they have to any heavy stuff, and I know some that they do mind. They really mind contributing to heavy stuff. But if that's what has to be done for the family, that's what they'll do. And some they won't do it, and that's where we run into the problem. Let me jump to this next part.
For sure. And welcome everyone who's new. I saw there was a few that came over from God Body. So
Oh, wait. To what part, Patricia? Sorry, I don't want to skip over nothing. I just give the chat a chance to agree, disagree. Well, what you got to remind me of exactly what I said, what part, what I said, Patricia.
I maybe she's referring to the notion that women are more inclined or more comfortable to let other people or let their significant others pay for things, and they prefer to use their money on themselves.
No, well, she said. I mean, and I mean, again, like I say, when I say themselves, that's also, buy me stuff. I always say it all the time. I don't mind paying everything. Just buy me my little guns here and there. Buy me a little video game I want. It's not like I want a new video game every month. I'm very particular about my video games.
What's up?
Well, of course, God Body, because I think it'll give people a chance to share their opinions on thoughts and different stuff. Maybe no. I'm accustomed to the standards myself. And with manifest saying that, I do know that there's different people that grew up and was raised different ways, especially now more in modern times. Again, I'm speaking for me. Women like to keep their money to themselves and not contribute to
Yeah.
heavyweights. Oh, that part? No. I'm not saying all women. I'm saying I feel like if that's possible, then what woman doesn't or wouldn't? At least most of the women I've dated or live with, whatever. If they needed to help with something, they would. Some of them a little bit. I guess you can say a little bit more on the opposite side. I guess I don't know. I don't know if they're trying to prove something to themselves or me or to someone else, or that's just how they were. They're like we don't need or you don't need to pay for the meal every time. And I'm always like, unless it's my birthday, or unless you ask, I want to take us out today. I'm gonna pay for the food. That's just me. Or some of them, some people got in their head they're strictly 50-50. Oh, that's your printer. I was like, what am I hearing?
That's not my printer.
I don't know what I'm hearing.
God Body says, yeah, God Body's wild boy right now. I
Oh,
don't know,
okay.
man. It's so.
No, he said only percent.
Okay, so then I guess what is the election of Trump signaling or symbolizing then to you? Is it this new like
Really symbolizing anything. It's just
yeah
like I said to me, uh, I feel like as far as like to me, the things that matters, we will get back focused on them and fix them. Like that's why I agree with him. He talks about the economy and doing this with the economy versus doing that with it. Um, he's kind of forced for the position that he wants to be in to be a Second Amendment president. Because remember, originally he kind of really wasn't, and that had been one of my qualms with him for a long time. Sorry, I forgot to read this. I'll get right back to yours, Patricia. I found it difficult to be involved with someone now in these times who will not take responsibility due to how I was raised, and as well, my relationship had to be right. And I think that's a little bit more traditional. And I mean, obviously, I didn't grow up in times that y'all did, but I feel like I'm a little bit more of a traditional person. But it's like also at the same time, I've ran into relationships where I'm like, you got to let me do that. Or if you want me to do things this way and that way, let me do it how I do it. Stop trying to micromanage everything. And I think that happens to a lot of people that's been independent or forced to have to take care of things on their own. Or I'll say ladies that's been independent or forced to have to take care of things on their own for so long. Uh, don't nobody, don't punch me in the face for this, but I'm gonna say like a lot of women I've dated that's my age or older, it's harder for them to let go of some of the micro management stuff. And some of them we never get to where they can see that because I know me, I get annoyed. I was like, all right, you want to try to just micromanage everything? Well, I'm not gonna do it that way. I don't know how long we're gonna be dating. All right, let me read Patricia's real quick. And go while I'm reading Patricia's, go ahead and say anything if you have anything to say, bro. Yeah.
no I think this is a very
Correct,
it's
Patricia.
an interesting period in American history, I guess. Like this is interesting because there's been a lot of pushback. Like it's just, I mean, with the red pill, with the I don't know, I'll call it ultra feminism, but like I just it feels like there's a lot of
Sorry, God body.
there's a lot of shifts like that just it comes with. Yeah, and I think someone mentioned it in the past about experiences and how impactful that they are when it comes to our perception of others. Oh, so yeah, okay, so people aren't big fans of them. That's
No, of course not.
it.
You're never gonna find people on in the same building. It's always big, unless it's that person's rally or something like that. Um, Patricia said, Trump is not traditional. He's chauvinistic, disrespectful to women as a human being. I, Honestly, I want to just say women. I would say he gets mouthy and disrespectful to a lot of people. Now, what I say to people all the time is, his whole, grab them, comment stuff on the bus. We're gonna be real. That's when it's private with your friends and stuff. That's how a lot of people talk, and I've definitely heard how some women talk when it's y'all together. Y'all can be a lot more nasty and grown than men. Um, but again, that was him, privately talking with a friend. Somebody was, secretly recording it. It's like, no, I can get on him because, yeah, it's easy to say that shouldn't have been said. But I don't feel like he was saying, and I'm just speaking on that comment right now. I don't think he was saying that to just be disrespectful. And I mean, it's like, it's what's the word? Locker room talk. It's how I took it as they call it, as folks like to say. And I mean, honestly, I think some of his responses to some people, honestly, I think some of us will give a lot worse responses to people. But like my mom says that she feels like it's your responsibility as the president to not always speak your mind the way exactly how you want it. I can agree with that, begrudgingly, because, like I said, I mean, I'd probably say worse to some people than he says, especially if it's funny and mean at the same time.
And I guess that's the thing, though. I guess the thing is, when were the actual statements said? When were they? Were they said actually during his whole, his campaign? But I guess even then, like,
A
I
lot
think
of
there's
different
bigger
ones.
things, right? Like the felonies is kind of wild. But
Well, I mean, you got people like the judge talking about. Well, yeah, he did this for a political gain. You're not supposed to say it. No, he didn't know he was being recorded, but you're not supposed to say that. And a lot of the stuff from what I've seen looks like that they kind of changed some stuff or made up stuff on the fly. Y'all are
during
gonna
the
keep me
trial,
here. I'm not gonna. Yeah, kind of like the which one was it where he told the jury, you guys don't have to vote on the same things. Just if you find him guilty in anything, count it together. I've never heard of that. I don't, and a lot of people was like, that's who does that? You don't do that. No one does that. A lot of experts and stuff on TV, they were saying that. I'm trying to be careful how I ask you and what I ask you.
yeah. I'll say this. Godbody said that the problem with humanity nowadays is that everyone's crybabies, and I guess I'm intrigued by that because I feel like really it's like now that everyone has the ability to do this, if you
Oh,
can express your grievance, right? Like if you have the means of conveying to others your unsatisfactory feelings. I hate to even say it that way, but or your viewpoint, your perspective. Is it a benefit or a burden, right? Like nowadays, I'm a
chat
football
sitter.
guy. I love the NFL, but like it feels like every player has a podcast or does YouTube or does something, and a lot of people think that it's detrimental to the sport because you got people that are speaking and just and bashing their coaches, bashing their quarterbacks. And some people say they enjoy it because it's refreshing and you get transparency. You get to see, and hear from the player and how they truly feel. And you got others who are like, this is you can't run a franchise like this where your star player is bashing his coach and bashing other players and XYZ. And I don't know. And I guess the reason why I know I'm kind of long winded, but the reason why I'm saying all this is because I think that this is now just an unavoidable aspect of being in the technological era. Like this is a part of it now. It's just, you got to teach everyone to be careful when it comes to being online. You got to teach people that this,
True.
it is forever, right? It's it's just interesting. But I don't know. I'm hoping that now that he has been reelected, that we can try to at the very I mean, right, the cliche, honestly, Warlord, the cliche is always there and it's annoying, but I think it comes from good intentions. Like, let's flip and heal, man. Like, can we just like dialogue is possible even if you disagree with the other person's viewpoint. Like, there has got to be common ground somewhere, man. Like, that's my
Used
only
to be in the
problem.
90s. It used to be in the 90s. People didn't hate each other off of opposing conversation in the 90s. What
I
happened to it? Why were you so sensitive? But
I remember I think my
oh,
brother
wait,
my brother told me about the 90s, and he's like, yeah, even back then, like, it was still pretty rough. Like, there were still, very, very boisterous and aggressive groups that were about dividing America, that were here, that were down the road or whatever.
oh
So
yeah,
his
of
history
course.
speaks for
I just
itself. He
I
speaks
meant
for
like
this
person
years, and it's
person
totally
and all. But Patricia, I mean, I guess I mean, like, how do I say it right? Like, I guess it's like you get. Well, I always say like do your research and stuff because like like not using Google. I always stress that to people because I Google is the easiest thing that's right there. I know it is. I do sometimes too. And I'm like, no, let me stop. Let me go to like DuckDuckGo or Bing. I don't even know if Bing is still good, but it's like you know, like the officer. For example, Patricia, his mother, she tried to get on air, any talk show, any radio show she could, and they suppressed her hard, letting people know he did not die from that. He died from something going on with his brain after that. And it's just I don't know. It's like they it's like, and I don't even want to get there because that's not even what the subject's on. But it's like if you really look at the history of it, how how they uplifted Trump, and it really still is not supposed to be about Trump, but anyways, how they like uplifted Trump. He was everyone's buddy and stuff like that. When he was first talking about running, when people was telling him he should run when he was on the Democratic ticket, but as soon as he switched, they turned him into America's biggest enemy number one. And I don't think a lot of people look at that. And yeah, him as a businessman, I'm sure he probably hasn't done all the right business dealings. I believe any big business person's probably been shady here or there somewhere. Um, I don't know every single different business trade and deal that he's done and had. I'm gonna click on these, and I'm really, really, really gonna try to read the next part. And I'll also answer anything you say to what I just said, Patricia.
That should be an episode, Warlord. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I agree, man.
You gotta have the Trump episode at some point.
I do. I just assumed maybe at least until January, people don't want it because man, you hear it so much all the time. I just assume people like, man, I don't want to hear this. But maybe we can.
Well, you could see if people want to hear it. But I think you're right. I mean, a lot of people, it is probably a lot.
Mm-mm-mm. I'm not sure what parts you're referring to, God body. You got your gloss.
What are you speaking on?
I remember Patricia saying true to something you were saying. Excuse me, say that again.
That's a wild thing that God body just put.
Right.
You read that? That's wild that he just said that.
Goodness. I didn't even go.
Yeah, don't go back to that. That was wild.
I'm not
that he wrote
that though. Definitely not that. I'm just saying that I say that to people all the time because they've tried so hard to make him look like the biggest enemy in the world. And also I feel like sometimes you gotta ask yourself, like, if so many people hate this one person, I don't think as many people even dislike Putin or what's his name over there in North Korea, Bing Bong Jin or whatever the heck his name is.
Warlord.
Kim Jong.
There we go.
What?
Bro, that's crazy. You can't do that.
What are you talking about, bro? What do you mean?
That is crazy.
I don't know what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna go ahead and read my next part.
Yeah, please do.
Like,
I got a few more minutes.
We kind of forgot the original context, but anyways. So again, this is kind of like the overall is men. Where do we go from here? So I'm not even gonna read it. I'm just gonna kind of like summarize it. Basically, I was writing about more focused towards black men. Let's start with some of the major issues, and then it's like a legacy of in oh my bad, this is the online answer, so you guys know legacy of inequality, the historical legacy of slavery, segregation, systematic racism has created deep economic disparities that hinder collective wealth building, distrust, and division. Generations of oppression have led to mistrust among individuals and communities, impacting collaboration efforts. And that was basically me. That's when I was asking the question of why. I mean, I have my own answers, but asking the internet the question of why is it so hard for us to trust each other and come together and build together? It's like, yeah, you got different groups here and there, pockets, fraternities, sororities, stuff like that. But at the same time, overall, once again, sorry to say, especially with the black community, it is hard for us to unify. And I put my answer or my opinion, which was only supposed to be a short paragraph, but I wrote a whole essay. So I'm only gonna read part of it. I do feel like mainly in the past slavery, because slavery is not a thing no more, obviously, and slightly in some cases now oppression and systematic racism, segregation, and I'll get to why I said in some cases or slightly racism, segregation in mainly the past, because in my belief we mostly segregate ourselves in present times, and I will also explain why. Not always, but mainly also as far or as for as I'm going to say as far as businesses and community goes, segregation had its ups, and there's still people, and that's me speaking in the past. That's me mainly talking about Black Wall Street and things like that, and also businesses. A lot of businesses went under when we desegregated. That's a lot of things people don't know or think about. So I'm not saying it's good or bad. Bad. I mean, obviously segregation is bad, but I'm saying also at the same time a lot of black businesses that was thriving back then, they went under. Because why? Because everyone's like, well, I can ride in the white taxi. I want to try the white taxi. I can go into the white restaurant with shouldn't have problem. I'm not gonna say with no problems. Shouldn't have problems. I'm gonna go there. So that did put a lot of black businesses under, and that's why I emphasize in the past. Anyways, but I feel like present times, a lot of time we want to or we do segregate ourselves in present times. Not always. I already read that. Sometimes segregation has ups and downs. So there's still people that believe segregation with trade between other ethnical communities would work better nowadays. I don't believe that, but some do. I also don't think that it's sustainable in current times for our country. Too many great minds would be separated, and I'll elaborate on why I said slightly oppression, in my opinion. Well, now actually, I'll explain it now. Actually, see, I have an issue with typing what I'm thinking in my head versus that's why I got to go back and check stuff. Anyways, slightly oppression because in my experience and life, I haven't experienced it too much, and we all grow up different, um, or I did not notice it. Not too much press from anything else. I'm trying to skip some of this. I don't tell we are there still. That's the world unique cases. Blah blah blah. I'm just gonna talk. So basically, I'm saying like oppression. There's definitely oppression in some cases, but overall on a wide scale, this country, I don't think. How do I say it? I don't think that there's more than we kind of fairy tale create. And when I say fairy tale, I don't mean we just make it up. I mean stuff like once again DEI inserting itself into everything. DEI from what it's turned into, inserting itself into everything, or people trying to tell you it's like I don't need some older lady of whatever race telling me, hey, you're being oppressed. I don't need you telling me that. Like most things in my life, I take it, I earn it myself, or with help of friends and family, but still overall me. I'm not being oppressed. I haven't been oppressed too much, but I have seen once again in situations, certain communities, you can say what's the word, outliers. That there is still some of that. Like you'd be ignorant to say that there is no oppression and stuff like that. On the segregation part, I say a lot of that we almost try. Yo, turn that down, please. I say, what the girl? Yes. Turn that down. Okay. So I don't want you in here while doing this. Fathead. Anyways, I'll call you what I want. I feel like we try to segregate ourselves a lot. It's like it's what I call like the circle of whining. It's like we went from segregation is a bad thing to different people like, okay, we need at this, I'll use colleges, that's a good example. We need this black only space. We need this Hispanic only space or Mexican only space, Puerto Rican only space. And then you got some white people be like, well, why is that? Why do they get that? We need one too, but then you guys are going to say we're racist. It's just a big circle of what I call whining. It's like, why do we need that? Like, why don't you just get a group of your friends, whatever ethnicities they might be, and go Do something by yourself. Start a club somewhere else by yourself. If you don't want other people to join, don't let them join. But again, in my opinion, a lot of segregation nowadays is brought on by us. As far as jobs, getting jobs and opportunities like that, again, you would be ignorant to say that people don't prejudge people because of the color of their skin or how they look and stuff like that. I honestly believe when I was a teen, and I didn't realize it until a little bit later, because I was a male, I didn't get a job at this pet store. That one of my friends, he's like, "Hey, apply there." I work there. A lot of my family works there. I didn't realize all the males working there was all that family. Everyone else that wasn't family was all girls. I was like, oh well, like y'all only hire girls here. I kind of realized. That's my little quick spill on that because I just wrote way too much and I didn't have time to go back and proofread what I wrote. So before I get my little solution part, I'll let you say what you're thinking.
No, I'm
I
gonna
might have
keep
been.
it brief because I'm getting to that time as well. But I'll keep it brief. I think that there's so I think we've heard it a lot in the military, right, man? We've heard the whole idea of like good initiative, bad judgment, or there's a problem and you correct, but then some people will overcorrect. So I think DEI probably is a little bit of both. Like it was in the beginning, it was needed. I can totally co-sign that. I can. I
Mhm.
think that that's reasonable even to suggest. Now, I think that there's a certain line where you then kind of go over the top and people are like, yo, we get it. Okay. You remember when we were kids and like you'd have the one person who, because they made a crazy joke and everyone was like, yo, is old boy racist? And he would go, or he or she or that person would go out of their way to show how not racist they are. And people would be like, yo, you're trying way too hard. We believe you. It feels like that nowadays where it's like, yo, hey, I swear I love black people. Like, I love Drake. I love Juice. I love like, you know what, like they try to do
Gloss said, "Don't
everything
bring
that,
up Drake."
say again.
Gloss said, "Don't bring up Drake." Every time someone brings up Drake, she said, "Don't bring up Drake."
You know what I'm saying? I think my whole point is that like that's what America's kind of devolved into. They're that one friend who doesn't want to look a particular way, so they do everything that they can to go against it when it just kind of makes it look worse. Like,
Mhm.
I mean, the thing, like the joke that everyone always says is like, how come every animated like black male in cartoons or whatever has the Killmonger hairstyle? Like, it's just it's the little things, and why is it the little things? Is because they're trying so hard
Appreciate it,
to
Derico.
show, huh?
I said appreciate it to Derico. I'm listening though.
Yeah, I think that's
He
what it boils
like,
down to. People are trying so hard to show that, hey, like, yo, this is not like that's not how we are. That's not what we think, and we want to show you. So look at what we did. Look at what we made. It has a little bit of everyone. And that's the thing. Oh, you can see America in our project. You can see America in our, movie, whatever. And I think that therein lies the rub. We're pushing so hard to include everyone that you're isolating a lot of others. It's just, and I don't know, man. Like, are we our own worst critics sometimes? I would probably say so. Do we kind of shoot ourselves in the foot a few times? Like, I would say so. Like, it's tough, man. It's tough, and I think it's really conversations like this need to happen. But I think it's got to be one where we're like, we have to also
why?
look in the mirror. What's up?
I'm listening, bro. I was just telling Glossy's line because she said I seen her say that about 3 times. Someone brought up
What
Drake.
is
So don't
she?
talk about
What
Drake.
is it?
She told me I was lying. She don't like Drake no more. Oh, she said, or maybe I have. You definitely said that. You definitely said don't bring up Drake. You don't like Drake no more.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just that's the thing. It's stuff like this is good, but at the same time, again, it can like many things in life, right? Moderation. Like it's the in the beginning, I could see it, right? In the beginning, when all superheroes looked like one particular group, it was good to try to force, a little variety. But now, like, yeah, but now, you do it too much, you go too far. but you're still doing it because of the past. Like it's tough, man. Like it's
oversaturated. It gets too watered down, and it starts to look forced and ridiculous.
But then how
I
do you
feel,
fix that? How do you fix it? If something's watered down, you concentrate it again. So
bro.
do we
Don't get
go
me
back to
started.
like the do we go back to where all the superheroes are one group, or what do you like
No,
it's tough. It's tough. And I
do
think it's
where we're headed. Do where we were headed. Like, let me see. Mm, when I was growing up, Green Lantern went from being, and we all know as nerds, Green Lantern is never the same person. There's not one Green Lantern, but the Green Lantern everybody, buddy, me when I was growing up knew was what's this thing? I don't say Air Force guy. He's an Air Force guy too much, to be honest with you.
Hal
The one
Jordan,
the one black dude
John
with
Stewart.
yeah, that's when I was growing up. That's a Green Lantern everybody knew. Um, Tomb Raider, don't don't turn Max Payne or Duke Nukem into a female. That's an oversaturated, overreaching DEI, and that's where a lot of game industries is going to start losing money. So now they're scared to even hire those people. Like, hey, no, stay away from us. Tomb Raider is Tomb Raider. We all love Tomb Raider. Everybody played Tomb Raider, guys and girls. And her boobs wasn't too big. Her butt wasn't too big. But at the same time, there's people where they're like, no, we need to make her ugly. Like, why? Because you're ugly.
Okay, but let's be real. Let's be real for a second. Rock with me on this. Now, it's one of those good in theory. Like, why are they doing it? They did it because, again, I remember when we were young, it was this beauty standard that was so unobtainable. You got all these people, you got all these folks trying to do everything, all these ridiculous stuff, just so that they can try to meet this standard. Is it? I know, again, for guys, for me in particular, it was like professional wrestling. I wanted to be as big as, you know, all the, the Rock, Brock Lesnar, whatever. Now, did I know about all the roids? No. Like, what if I was super dedicated and I really wanted it anyways? I mean, again, what I'm saying, brother, ultimately is that, like, it could have a good reason, it could have been good in theory, but it's when people push too hard, when people take it too far, it's just. Then you get this where it's like, all right, come, it's. I don't know, man.
You know
But
what?
this is a good one, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I do miss this. I do miss it. I want to say what I always say, man. I'm grateful. You didn't have to do this. You could have not responded. You could have not done anything. So I'm grateful that you gave me this back. I want to say to everyone else, thank you too. I felt initially when I was talking to Warlord about ultimately, the change that I had to make. I felt like I shouldn't even come back on because I didn't really feel like I had much to talk about because all I know is what I know, without going into it. I didn't really feel like I could talk about other stuff. So I want to say first and foremost, Warlord, thank you. I know you didn't have to. You didn't have to respond or anything. But I'm looking forward to seeing how this goes because what you said is true, man. For a lot of people, especially those that are living paycheck to paycheck, or for those that are in a tough financial situation, for a lot of people, with Trump getting elected, everyone's hoping and praying that this means that their pockets will be better. Like, let's be honest, that's for a lot of people. That's what motivated them. So I'm hoping to see that happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am. And again, I'll say the first thing that I say always: I don't have a skin in the game. I'm not a big political person. My wife knows that. Warlord knows that. I don't really care. I voted for the first time in a while, but I also hope that that America really heals.
I know C made you vote. I know she beat you into it.
She might have persuaded me to vote yes, but in all seriousness, I really do hope that America heals, man, because I don't like seeing where America just turns into different echo chambers where you only hear what you like because you don't want to hear conflict, you don't want to hear contrasting points of view, and you just only hear what you already believe, because we don't grow as people doing that. So again, I know I'm spinning a little bit. Warlord, man, you're a friend, one of my best friends. I appreciate you letting me come back. And for everyone else, man, I do miss it. It's super duper fun. I won't be able to talk about other stuff that I can't even allude to, but I will say, if Warlord wants me to talk about anything, man, it's always fun talking to y'all. So
I said right. I'm your only friend.
I have no new friends. No new friends. I'm joking. I'm, I'm joking. I'm joking. No, man. Again, I appreciate it. And I see, I'll say one other thing. Godbody, one, I miss Godbody. Godbody's my dude. Godbody was always fun talking to. This is my thought though. All right, censorship. I'm gonna say one thing and I'm gonna dip.
Oh.
Now, Warlord, I'm sorry, I gotta do it. Censorship. And I think me and you had this conversation, Warlord, in all seriousness. When it comes to censorship, I don't understand why we're reluctant to have the notion of like, we should be reluctant to say things that we are inclined to believe would be offensive to others. Like, in my mind, why not take other people into consideration? Glossy. I say down on my day one. Never mind. All right. But in all seriousness,
Bruh, like, make them mad.
No, but I'm serious, Warlord. I want to be honest with you, man. Like, I get it. Like the First Amendment, man. Everyone. I'm not gonna say it, but like everyone knows my profession. Like, I value it wholeheartedly. But at the same time, okay, and I'm gonna push back. Death to critical thinking. Like, I feel like you could still have conflicting views, convey your thoughts effectively without making statements that clearly show you are not taking your intellectual adversary into consideration. Because for me, there's certain things that, like, it just seems clear. Like, there are words I'm never going to say because I care about other people. There are certain things I'm never going to talk about because I know that is inherently divisive language. Now, I feel like the real problem that I have that is being heard by, just when I say what I'm saying out loud, is, well, isn't the worry that what is offensive may not always be offensive? It's going to be an ever-changing, class of words or phrases. And in my mind, yes, but that's good. Why is it good, Warlord? It's because it forces dialogue. It forces people to say, hey, what was offensive about talking about this? It was offensive because A, B, C, D. You know what? A, B, C, D are valid reasons to consider something to be offensive. Yes, this is still offensive stuff that we should not discuss. Now, I'm not saying that we should not have hard conversations, but at the same time, it feels easy for me to say, hey, talking about this or using the word blank is something you shouldn't say. Like, for me, it's easy, man. Like, and I think you guys all know the couple words that I'm talking about. I feel like it should be easy to say, hey, using this word, when it is not done in an artistic way, when it is not done with some type of literary value, just like, I know I got to be careful because I know Warlord already knows kind of what I'm talking about. I got to be careful. But all I'm going to say is, folks, I feel like there's a way. And without going into the other particular of that, I'll let it go. You're right, Godbody. Is it slippery? Yes, but Godbody, the reason why I still think it's worth considering is because it forces us to talk. Like right now, man, it forces us to say, hey, Godbody, one, I miss you, bro. I miss you. Hey, Godbody, what should be allowed? What words, if me, you, and Warlord were in a room, what should be said? What shouldn't be said? Like, obviously, I'm not talking about the, hey, you made a joke about my mom, and I'm not talking about that. But I mean, we all know about fighting words. I'm not going to go any further about that. What I am saying is, we do need to be considerate of others. And I feel like if we can't embrace societal norms that would dictate something like that, regulation is fine. But I mean,
Yeah, I feel like
Godbody may be
I'm
right.
saying.
It may always go bad. I don't know. What I know is I do, again, to bring it back full circle. I appreciate this. Warlord knows I appreciate him. This is always fun, and I hope everyone has a good week. I sincerely do, and I'm excited to see where this conversation goes, man. I am, because I will be the first one to say I was assuming the worst was going to happen once those results came out. I'm being brutally honest. I assume, honestly, if I'm going to be even real, when I was talking to my missus, she asked me, Andre, who do you think is going to win? And if I'm being honest, I thought he was going to lose. I thought she was going to win. I thought people were going to immediately call for, cheating and fake votes, and it was going to be another crazy thing all over again. That's what I thought. I wholeheartedly believed that. So when it didn't happen, I was like, who would have thought? And once I didn't see the follow-up, once I didn't see craziness happen, I'm like, well, maybe this is, maybe something can happen. Maybe we don't have to, if something that doesn't go with what we think is right or true, it doesn't require us to burn stuff or destroy stuff, like, who knew? But
Before you go, I'm going to say, I'm going to call it what it is. Because they disrespected him and pissed him off so much, Biden made sure that Trump won.
you think
Biden
so?
No, I don't really think, but I think it's a funny concept to think about because of just all the different things mess ups he did at the end, calling people idiots and wearing the MAGA hat, knowing that people would screenshot that. Even though I know why he put it on, because he told the guy here, you should wear my hat instead, and he's like, well, you want me to take your hat, you got to wear my hat. So playing with the guy, put it on his head real quick. I know his team flipped out on him. I know they flipped out on him when he did that because they're like, oh, people are going to take pictures and put out of context. That's what people did. But a lot of people like to do he purposely made it worse. If he did, well, good on him. He and also people are saying, notice how now he's not looking like he's asleep and stuff on stage, or like he's like confused. Hey,
I
bro.
was wondering. I saw that on YouTube, bro. I was wondering about that. I'm like, why are they talking about Biden after the election's over, walking normal? I'm like, I don't get it, but now I get it. Hey, man, I don't know. I am excited, though. I'm hoping this means that we can slowly but surely not be at each other's throats all the time, man. I genuinely hope that be the case.
Bring back industry and pronounce Warlord McNasty 0331 the God Emperor of the country.
Okay. I don't know about that. But if you give me a position, I'd be fine with it ultimately. I'm fine.
Well, that works. No worries.
All right. Well, take care, buddy.
All right. Zip it up and zip it out. All right. The best coming off. Look, I feel like just randomly talking about, since I'd be randomly talking about anything anyways. Or Godbody, if you have more to say on it, feel free. I wanted Patricia to say, because I wanted to hear her opinions on some of the things. I know she definitely particularly personally doesn't like him, just like I particularly personally do not like Miss Hillary Clinton. With my one experience with her. I will say, my neighborhood, my whole hood, they were ready. Some people excited for some people to try to act crazy. But that's the thing, though. When people act crazy and stuff, they don't come to areas like over here. They stay in the inner cities. I think most people are intelligent enough. But well, let me not go to the area where they assume everybody's a redneck, hunting their own sisters and stuff. Because people always be like, "Oh, your area looks like it's racial." Like, why? Because it's wooded. You know how many veterans live here of different races? But anyways, She called him Andre. I'm gonna tell him. Look, if you're listening, I'll look at what you sent me a little bit. You can build pockets of peace. Be vicious. Good night. Bro, you better stop talking to her. Okay, that works. Bro, I'm the scariest thing in these woods. What did I tell him? Oh, did you call him Andre? Yeah, if you're listening, she definitely called you Andre. It's your fault for singing, bro. I told you you're gonna make her mad. I should have said she's gonna try to low key roast you. She's like, bro, your honker, that doesn't look like Drake's. You know this thing, but everything else, the skin complexion, the forehead space, all that red beard, Drake. She said all you need next is the pigtails. That's what she said, Andre. I heard her while I was reading. I heard her. So I'm not doing anybody. Gloss, I mean, you did the other day tell me how violent you get, and then you try to come back and lie about it. What are you talking about, Godbody? Oh, you're saying you found a crazy animal on your property. Got you, got you, got you. I don't understand how I'm lying when we literally had a conversation a few days ago. I think Mimi was there. I think Mimi was there. I got a question for y'all though. I guess next Tuesday, should I finish this? Oh, look, guys. Should I
Hey,
finish this conversation? What's up, Mimi?
hey,
Or should I
Rebecca.
go on to something new? Mimi,
Uh,
remember how earlier in the week Gloss was talking about how violent she gets and then try to say she doesn't get violent?
you said what?
How Gloss was talking about how violent she can get and then she's trying to say she's not violent.
I don't remember saying that.
So you gonna lie?
Do not make me laugh. Stop. I'm start coughing. I don't remember her saying that. I don't
Because
remember that. When did she say that?
earlier in the week when I was live.
I don't recall that. And I have pretty good memory. No, I remember that. Nah, she didn't say that.
Bro. All right. I'm sitting here and lying in my face, but okay.
How am I lying? She never said that.
So, you know, who's wait, here's it. Whose picture looks like?
Hmm?
Don't you think that this looks like a weird picture? Like if someone took a picture with their hand like this?
Well, I think it's a weird picture if they did that.
Yeah. Doesn't it look like the picture of a liar? A hand position of a liar?
Stop
Hold
before
up.
I start coughing. Stop it.
Hold up.
Oh my god.
Doesn't that look like a picture of a liar? I'm just saying.
Stop.
Zane, hop up on the panel, bro. If you're still in here. Bro, don't be dying in my face telling me to stop.
Huh? I'm about to put this on mute.
Stop, like you gotta
I
be
told
fully
you,
alive.
do
You
not make
finna
me
tell me
laugh when
what
I start
you full
coughing.
live. Say what now?
Stop making me
Oh,
laugh because that makes me start coughing. And then I can't stop.
mm. Boy, you got about 20 minutes.
Huh?
You heard me? Huh? Yeah, about 20 minutes.
Okay.
You got your clothes ready for school tomorrow?
Mm-mm.
Go get it on.
Okay.
Break it so.
Don't call me that.
I did. And then just come back when you're done, I guess.
Okay.
Okay.
Stop.
Stop.
Now.
Now. Anyway, rude people interrupting my conversation. I forgot what we were talking about. Oh, I was asking y'all, should I finish the same conversation next Tuesday or talk about something new?
I would finish it next Tuesday. I would.
Wow.
That's just my opinion.
Whoa, hold up. Excuse me real quick. What are you
Mhm.
doing? What are you doing, Godbody? Huh? For one, that's my thing. All right. She doesn't like white toes. I like the white
You
toes.
like white toes. White toes are
I'm
milky
right
toes.
there. You gotta chill, all right? What is he talking about? He said he's gonna paint his toenails black and blue. On a wig and listen to rock.
White toes or milky white. Milky white toes.
The Milky Way. Oh boy.
Hmm?
I said, oh boy, I was Johnny.
Right? It's
Okay.
white toes or milky white, right? Or yeah, the
Yeah.
French
And
tips
that's
as
the
well.
business, and that's where the violence conversation got started. You don't. Neither one of y'all remember that.
Neither one what?
If y'all remember that. Remember, I said, oh dang, she means business. She talking about, I'll be appropriate about being grown and at the same time ready to stomp somebody out with the white French tips. That's what that says. That's kind of like wearing Crocs and wearing them in sports mode 24/7.
Uh-huh.
That means you're action 24/7.
Okay.
Here's a question, actually.
Huh?
Not God body because he's always in flip flops.
You say what?
I said not God body because he's always in flip flops. Anyone else is here? Man, where's D Hill? Anyone else is here though? Mimi,
Yeah, where's the
Zan,
hill? What's the
do
question?
y'all be wearing Crocs? I ain't get there yet. Do y'all be wearing Crocs?
Okay.
Matter of fact, when it's short season again, I'm gonna put Crocs on my prosthetics.
Did you get to the question?
I asked the question. Do
What
y'all
was
be
the
wearing?
question? I'm sorry, I've been drinking.
Bro,
What was
stop
the
being sick
question?
or drinking or drunk or whatever you eat. You over here drinking wine and nightclub at the same time.
I didn't take no medicine.
That wasn't a question. That was a comment. I'm saying you are drinking wine and nightclub.
Oh my god.
I don't know what the hell Godbody's talking about. Yes, do you be wearing Crocs?
I do not.
And you don't wear no Crocs?
Not like that. Not like on a consistent basis. No.
You ain't American.
I'm not a what?
You're not American.
I'm not. Oh. I think that's so cute, like in the little uniforms, like with little Crocs. I think that's super cute.
What are you talking about?
Did you say like the nurse outfits when they wear like the little Crocs and stuff? Didn't you say that or no?
Yeah, I don't know what the hell Mimi's drinking tonight. I said nothing about nurses, man. The fuck?
What'd you say?
I said nothing about nurses, man.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
This is
I thought
Mimi's
you said
drink.
nurse.
This
My
is
bad.
not. She said,
Let me just stop talking. Let me stop talking.
that's what she said. She said, I'm gonna take it to the head. I had to make sure that was spit on tight, else I would spit all over me. Oh, that's real funny how I was telling you to obey all day today. Y'all by not using my word.
You want to drink some too, sister?
Well, you wear Crocs in the mailbox. Nah, that's whack. You wear Crocs out in public with the French tips.
I mean, if I go to the store, like if I'm doing like a store run or whatever, you know what
So
I'm
the next
saying?
question,
Like,
I'm in
I,
sports mode.
I ain't finished. Okay.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, like, you asked the question, I want to answer it. So, like, if I'm going to the store or something, like Target, whatever, but I don't wear them like on a consistent basis. Yeah.
You are in sports mode.
Huh?
I said you weren't in sports mode. I'm gonna fight you, God body.
Okay.
Do you wear them in sports mode, Mimi?
No, I don't.
Tripping. You neither. But y'all trip, man. What the hell? So y'all be ready. Okay, so what if a rabid deer hops out the bushes and starts chasing y'all? You ain't in sports mode. How you gonna run? Uh, Mimi,
Mm-hmm.
say a rabid deer hops out the bushes and starts chasing you.
Don't ask me
Your
any.
Crocs,
No.
huh?
Okay. Go ahead.
Say something started chasing you and you wearing Crocs, not in sports mode. How you gonna run? Oops.
I gotta put them in sports mode for certain activities.
What you talking about, Gloss? What
You know
what
exactly what she's
activity?
talking about.
What activity you were in the Crocs in sports mode? That's different. That's wild. Like me, I'm gonna be like, keep the high heels on. Gloss said, I'm gonna keep the Crocs on. Hey, first, learn everything. Learn something every day.
First time for everything.
Man, I'm gonna mess you up, Gal. You keep playing with me, GB. Keep playing with me. Exactly. What are you talking about? He don't talking
Mm.
about. You all right there, Mimi? Though.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm good. Last we know, yeah, I'm good.
Mimi acting like she was acting like she's sick. She's been smoking the whole time. That's why she keep coughing.
I'm coming over. I'm getting over a cold. I'm almost there. Almost done. I just got this cough that just will not go away, but everything else has cleared up. So I'm getting my voice back.
You're dumb, Godbody. See, Godbody, if I was you, I would have put the winky eye emoji. But Mimi, is that what you call smoking?
Huh?
I said, is that what you call smoking? I'm getting over a cold. That's why I keep coughing.
Uh-uh. I haven't smoked in a minute. What are you talking about? Don't play with me.
GB, you better cool it.
There's no way she'll stop playing with me. Oh, she's. See,
Yeah, I ain't never seen Gloss talk like that before.
seriously.
I know I asked you a
Lord,
question.
Lord have mercy. Mm.
Oh, God. No. I ain't getting in the middle of
I
it.
haven't
Y'all know me.
smoked. I haven't smoked since April. It's been a little minute since I smoked.
I hope your parents.
Huh?
I hope your parents heard that.
You said what?
I hope your parents heard that.
Okay.
It's been years on top of years since I have. So
Mm-hmm. Remember I
Yeah.
said that I slowed down with drinking too. I slowed down with that as well.
Just because, or you feel like there's an
I
issue?
told you I was drinking. I was like drinking too much.
Just asking you to take a conversation. I'm not asking you to tell your personal business.
No, no, no. I know that, but I'm just saying I was drinking too much, and I caught it. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to cut back on it. I want to cut back on it. So usually on my off days I'll drink. So like I was off yesterday, off today, and then I'm okay. I'm not gonna drink for the rest of the week. You know, but if I do, it'll be like on my off days, pretty much. You understand that?
Yeah.
Uh huh.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I feel
But
like I
yeah,
was
I
just
was.
threatened. Like, why'd you say that to me like that?
Well, I'm just. I mean, huh? How did I say
You said
it?
like if you had a bell in your hand.
Stop making me laugh. You know
But
that's a
most of
habit of me.
the
Like when I'm done talking, I'm like, you understand? Sometimes I say that after.
no, I'm the one that always says, "Do you get what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying?"
You say that, but so I
That's
don't
my
say
thing.
that sometimes. Like you understand what I'm
Me,
saying? I don't say that sometimes.
I got you.
Hmm? Okay.
You know who says that a lot?
Who?
Yeah.
What happened?
So you know who says that a lot at the end of the sentences?
Who?
Well, you, Theodore.
What does he say?
What you said? You understand? I'm not a huge fan of screwdrivers,
He
but
says
but but
that?
I
Oh,
yes, but
I
I mess with them most days. Say
uh,
what?
I haven't heard him say that, but I might not have heard him talk that much. I haven't caught that yet. I
Hmm.
haven't caught that.
Yeah. No. He doesn't type it, but he really does say it a lot.
He said he doesn't type.
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Let me
I'm really
see.
sitting here trying to think when the last time I had a screwdriver.
I want to know
Other
what's
than
that.
teleport, Mimi, what do you like messing with?
Come again for me?
Yes, he is gloss. I said, other than your teleport, what do you like messing with? Theo is a whole different creature.
XXL. Okay, XXL. But there's another one that I was telling D Hill about. It's called the Sweet Tahiti or something. I can never pronounce it correctly, but Sweet Tahiti XXL. The pineapple, strawberries, and grapes. Um, definitely teleport. Um, the one I just had is good too. This is Winking Owl or something. But I'm always down to try like new stuff. I always be like taking screenshots of different, people be like, oh, you gotta try this one out. You gotta try this one. So yeah, I'm always like taking screenshots of different ones too. But my favorites are definitely like the top three is XXL, Taylor Port, and the Sweet Tahiti. But you say you didn't really care for. Why are you laughing?
At these two comments.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
wait. No.
You
This
said you
one.
didn't really like the Taylor Port, but they have
Look,
different ones though.
are you looking at
They
it?
have, huh?
See this comment, right?
Hold on, let me see it. Well, I see. Yeah, I see it.
And then this comment. That's what I was laughing at.
Oh my God! Stop. I'm back in.
Everybody was saying this.
You don't.
Was
You
talking.
don't like. You didn't
No,
really
I don't.
care for
No, I don't like
the
this.
teleport.
It's like that they poured a little bit of wine in there and then just drenched it in the vodka and
Vodka.
say, "Hey, this is wine."
Yeah.
I told you
Yeah.
in my military days, I've been to too many parties with too much cheap vodka to where even the smell sometimes makes my stomach turn. I only mess with Grey Goose and Sky vodka if I'm going to.
But they have different ones for the teleport. They have different flavors. So the one that
I'm
you
sure
had, I can't remember if I had that one.
you and
Like,
Glasses peer pressure me into trying it, so I tried it.
huh?
I said you and Glosses pressured me into to trying it, so I bought it and tried it. And then
I
and then, and
purchased
then Gloss same day talking about I picked some up, but then I said I put it back. I better
she
not. I
put
put
it
it
back.
back. Bro, they can peer pressure someone else to get something. You ain't gonna mess with it.
I don't remember peer pressuring you to do that.
Gloss, what? Wait, you ain't never been in the military? What? Why are you supposed to get free food?
I couldn't get free food on Veterans Day.
Is there something you ain't never share with us, or are you being funny? You ain't supposed to get free food, you civilian.
I in his service.
Hello, in service. Oh my god,
I'm a
I'm
soldier.
about to go home. I'm about to go home. I'm about to go home.
How come I knew she was gonna say that? I knew she was gonna say that. Oh. uh, we
You
went to
that,
I told
that's
you
on that glass.
we went to
Hmm?
Chili's. I said we went to Chili's. I think I told you. It wasn't a lot of people
Yes.
there though, surprisingly, but we did get there kind of early though, like when they about an hour after they opened. So we had to wait for like about 20 minutes. But it wasn't really packed inside. I think they just didn't have a lot of waiters. But it wasn't a lot of people inside. Mhm. Yeah.
Am I missing somebody, or are you calling in the service blessed? Oh god. Let me stop posting this stuff for a cloud get man. Um. Oh, I was asking, was he calling in his service blessed?
I think so. That's what I was thinking. A
You
Grey
making her
Goose
mad.
rider.
Great goose riding. Uh-oh.
It's just
Goose
it's
riding.
not.
I can drink that, just other vodkas I can't. Grey Goose and Sky I can drink, just other ones I can't. My stomach turns.
Grey Goose. I never had Grey Goose.
Yeah, it kind
But
of tastes like
I'm huh?
water with a little bit of liquor in it, but it's strong. So it kind of tastes like water with a little bit of liquor in it to me, but it's strong.
Hmm. I'm lightweight. I'm lightweight. But like you already know, mine's what mine's is.
But you what?
Henny. Like if I'm drinking like hard liquor, it's
Oh,
Henny. Yeah.
you guys have said that.
Huh?
I said yes. You guys have you and boss have said that. The Henny going
Yes.
on your weakness. Just
Hmm.
know, got to get past the first shot. After that, it's fine. I don't even taste
Yeah,
it.
it tastes like water.
I mean, like I told y'all, try it with apple juice
Yeah, with the apple juice or ginger ale.
or ginger ale. Correct.
I haven't had Henny in a little bit though, so next time I get, I'm gonna try it. Let me see.
10 more minutes.
Okay.
Not girl ain't talking to you.
Oh.
Get on my conversation. Actually, your bedtime. No more minutes.
Good night.
Good night. It's off. I can't see his face. Creeps. You don't slam that big bag down like
You
that.
all right?
Hurt you, let me hug you out. Yeah, I was just turning off for the weirdos and try to see my baby. Even though they've already seen it. What?
Oh, okay.
Bye. Goodbye. Goodbye. Bye. Good night. Girl, leave me alone. What did I miss? Oh, I'll say I got 10 minutes. Give me some conversation other than God body pissing off gloss. Don't say out of that gloss. She need to be beat up. Oops. Oh, I used to drink a lot of little nasty cheap E&J with my boys back in the day. I think that would make my stomach turn nowadays too. Yeah, I remember you saying in the service. Oh God, here go guy by seeing his Eminem.
Today I had a heart attack again. I was home alone. Oh wow.
Us right now.
How are you feeling?
Did yeah? Did you end up staying at home or
How
did you go to the hospital?
sorry that happened. How are you feeling?
My bad.
I took 2 tranquilizers, 6 aspirin to get it in control. Okay. But are
Wow,
you
so
feeling
it
better
was
now?
all you. Okay. Oh man. I woke up to it today. Oops. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm definitely glad that you caught it and that you're in here talking to us right now.
Yeah, my grandma used to. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like flirt. My grandma used to have that um around her neck. Like if something happened, you know what I'm saying, she can hit the button. No come. She had that. Oh, Zane's a doctor. Oh,
I think he
okay.
said he's a radiologist, I believe. Yep.
It was my left side arm and the breast. I bet it did fry. Y'all gonna say I know you were
Yeah.
frightened by that. I started belching. I knew that I was sweating profusely.
Oh wow,
I
that's
bet that
crazy.
did frighten me. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're doing all right.
Yeah, definitely. Some food in here, Colonel?
Wow. Hmm.
Mimi, I think you should just go blow that out.
Huh?
So I think you should just go blow that out. I've heard you sniffling the whole time. Push it the other way.
Okay, Warlord.
Oh man, serious. Whatever.
Thank you for saying that.
Nope.
Oh my god. I can't go to any doctor. I must go back to the surgeon that did the surgery. He's very good here. The doctor will override the other doctor's work. Yeah. I'm sore. I have therapy Wednesday. I'm not going. I'm too weak. I taught to take my mind off of it. Um, that's on Wednesday. This Wednesday. Okay.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, that's congestion, heart failure.
I can understand that in the service.
Yeah, other doctors, they won't touch the work of somebody else. Yeah, I've heard that
My
before.
mind has been on some stuff too, so I've been doing everything I could to get my mind off of it.
Hmm. They shouldn't unless it's emergency.
But
Yes, Milan told me to rest now. Yeah, get some rest. Get some rest. It's complicated by surgical styles and scarring. Mm.
I think
Should
that's
stick to
generally.
the surgeon unless recommended. That's general, I think. Yeah. God body, they will transport. Got this. I know the rules, but some of the science major, dear. Okay.
Oh, nitroglycerin. I know that.
Hmm?
Oh, I was reading nitroglycerin. Funny. I was like,
Oh,
am I
okay.
not?
Manifest knows I got this. I was lucky. I knew how to get it down. My family's here now. Well, I'm glad your family's there. So I was just about to ask you. You have like family or friends there. So that's good. I'm glad you have your family there.
I probably end up harassing you too much if I live too close to you. You would get
Come
annoyed
again?
by me. I told in the service I'll probably end up harassing her too much if I live close to her. She would get annoyed by me.
I know, right?
But I come over and check on me.
Right.
I'm like, I'm not. I
Hmm.
left some. I left my favorite marble in your carpet somewhere.
I used to always go to my grandma's house. We stay like about 15 minutes from each other. I would always spend the night and stuff like that. Check her and make sure she's good and stuff. So yeah, glossy. Yeah, that's my daily pill. This has happened twice. I stay on here so if I need a phone call, Warlord will call me. I wasn't worried.
Yeah,
You saw that?
I said, yes, definitely.
Oh, I love that. I love that. I sit on here so if I need a phone call, or one of you will offer me.
You turn
That's
turn it
good.
into
That's good.
a
You say what?
So you turned into a robot for a second.
I did.
Your voice.
Okay. Does it sound okay now, or
Yes.
all right?
Oops.
Yes, I know that. Because everybody, you live it should.
He's the one up front, guy body. I will assume most people, their profile's on up front.
You stayed on until 9:30.
Well, yeah, I'll stay on a bit longer if in the services. Well, I mean, she said that her family's with her, but I'll stay on for a bit longer.
Oh, okay. I was just okay.
Man, if you don't go blow your nose, I hear it all the way up here.
Oh my God! You just have. Okay.
Who? Oh, Tennessee. Why am I trying to read someone's name? Uh, Driving either 8 or 16 hours. I think 8. I was about to be like, bro, who's Tennessee? I don't know no Tennessees. No, no, I'm not. Glass. I've only had water tonight and tea.
My chest incisions are healing and tightening my skin. Might cause it.
Tennessee is about 9 hours and 35 minutes from me. No, it's not too far.
You're welcome. You're welcome in the service. I love to listen to people. I'm a good listener. Warlord is too.
Oh,
Know what?
I said definitely always.
Yeah, right.
How you gonna speak for me?
But you are a good listener.
It's not.
I told you
Wait,
that.
say what? Say
I
what?
haven't told you you're a good listener before.
Bro, I'll be calling. So I'll be over there. And then you say something about, oh yeah, for real. So I was thinking the same thing. Yeah, it's close. Man. It's about a 9 hours and 30 minute drive. Nah. So to me, just again, because as much as I used to be on the road and stuff, 6 hours is when I'll say that's not close no more. And because of the era I live in. I live in the country. What are you talking about? Well, kind of. In the country, what are you talking about? Yeah, you're right in the service. That's what you find out here. Lots of nature. Yeah, city ain't for me 24/7. Dang, she called you a Jersey person. You said that light bulb head of yours looks like you're from Jersey.
Yeah, I can do the city. Like, I don't mind visiting and stuff like that, but to stay there, like, I prefer the country.
I mean, where you live, I mean, it's definitely a mixture of like almost like suburbs and city.
Yeah, it's a mixture, but we stay more like in the country though.
Gloss, are you in a more city area or suburb area? Yeah, you ain't got no room to breathe and stretch your arms. That way.
Exactly, sister. The country, it's nice and quiet. Yeah, but downtown is like 10 minutes from here, too. So if I want to go downtown, it's not like a far drive, you know.
What do you call it? The Hampton Center. I usually go to the gun shows at the
Yeah.
Hampton Center.
Mhm. Right. I live in the city. We go out to suburbs or travel lakefront. The inner city sucks.
Right, right.
Mm, right.
Other than it's cold, I really used to only like walking around Chicago in this service around Christmas time. And that's mainly when I was younger, even though it'd be way too cold for me.
Hmm.
Suburbs, that's your boss. What I used to really like is when I was stationed in 29 Palms in California, that's like the desert, that's the Mojave Desert, mountainous
Mhm.
area. Like drive through the mountains and you just run into little random towns in the mountains. This is cool. Just be like, I had no idea there'd be a town here in between these mountains or in the mountains. You just find little random towns, but then at the same time, you're like, but oh yeah, it's like some crazy folk town because y'all out here in the desert by yourself.
Mhm.
No, they some crazy cult town. Now, right down the street from that base in 29 Palms, California, is Charles Manson's church. They have a huge upside down cross in front of it.
Whose church?
Charles
Who?
Manson.
Oh, okay.
He's like all them serial killer documentaries and stuff. Charles Manson.
Yeah, that's why I want to make sure I heard you correctly.
Oh my bad.
Mhm.
Time looks beautiful. Right here, we smoke.
Yeah, I don't
That's
like
true.
houses close together, like super. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
That's why I moved here, where I live. Me and Gloss. I
Right.
was like, nope,
Yeah.
don't put
Exactly.
right at the end of my property. Put it right in the middle,
Mhm.
so I can come outside of my boxes whenever I feel like it.
Yeah, like the houses close together. Like, you gotta have space. Gotta have space.
I agree in service.
Okay, but even there, you must find your joy and what makes you feel peaceful. Amen. Exactly. Because your life is still your life, even if it's not perfect. You gotta love it. Yeah, it's very true.
Well, it's
Very
like
true.
we need a good mixture of both. It's like we're pack animals, but at the same time, we need to have our peace, our space, our independence away from other folks.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Right. I'm gonna visit Warlord when I'm home. We're gonna film cool content. Yeah, that would be fire. I think that would be fire.
The question is, am I gonna let you leave here in one piece?
That's the real question.
Mhm.
Get drunk and go crazy.
I'm an old man nowadays, got body. I don't go crazy. I might get drunk, but nowadays half the time you don't even tell when I'm drunk unless I'm drunk drunk.
You just doze off.
If you stop talking to me, I do. Hush your mouth, Mimi.
Start
But yeah, if I'm drunk and if you stop talking to me, I'm passing out. Like as soon as you stop engaging with me,
Stop making me laugh.
dang, she said,
Warlord.
"I'll be honest, though, Gloss. Well, I think I might sit down the live. It's like I want to turn my property into a villa. I want to get like put 3 or 4 guest houses on it, and then in the
Mhm.
back put one of them like a 3-story glass front house.
Mhm.
That is the end goal vision. We'll
Or
see once.
we all have
I
our own
gotta keep.
plan.
We'll see once the latest crypto coin I invested in matures, and I bought a
Mm-hmm.
whole bunch of it.
Right.
I can't share those secrets with you guys unless you're paying me.
You can't what?
I can't share those secrets with you guys unless you're paying me.
Right.
You ain't gonna name my free. All right. I'm not clicking on his next. next thing.
Please do not. Please.
Man, steady trying to piss Klaus off tonight. Steady. He said, "That's my mission tonight." I've tried, Gloss. I've tried. He don't listen. He does not listen. It gets late, and his pupils get real big. And once his pupils get real big, he just be going. My Xbox must turn off because my reception tonight is too good. I don't think I froze up on it.
You say your reception is good tonight?
I mean, yeah, y'all be able to tell me better than what I can see, but I think so. So my Xbox must be out because I know because
Yeah, you're not
anything close,
freezing. It's clear. Yeah, it's good.
yeah, like absorbs everything.
Right.
Everything. You still in here in the service? You better wake up, Mimi.
Huh? I'm
So
not
you better
snoring
wake up.
when I'm awake. Why you saying
I
I
know, I
wake
know.
up? Don't play with me.
I know because it
I'm
sounds like you
awake.
are. Because
No, cause my sinuses. It's like my sinuses. This is how I'm sounding. But I'm not sleepy. I'm not dozing off.
lying.
I'm what?
It's okay. It's a lying. It's okay. I lie when I get tired too. I'll be snapping on people. I'm asleep.
I am nowhere
Stop
near
asking
sleepy.
questions.
Stop it. Stop.
So what now?
I'm nowhere near sleepy. What are you talking about? I didn't fall asleep this early, and I didn't take no NyQuil or nothing like that. Like I probably was
I know.
drinking like
I said it's because you're stuffy. I was just messing with you.
I'm stuffy. Yeah, that's what it is. It is stuffy. But what I was saying is I
Just
haven't taken
out
any
that one
NyQuil.
nostril.
What?
Glass said you're struggling to breathe out that one nostril. I know that feeling. And then
Does it
you got
sound
the one
bad?
nostril that's barely letting any air through, but you don't want to breathe with your mouth open.
Do
You
I
want to be
sound
catching
bad?
flies.
It sounds like I'm
No,
struggling bad.
I told you to go blow it.
Well, no.
Here,
Can you stop saying that, please?
I'll pinch the tissue for you.
Please
I'll
stop
pinch your
saying
nose.
it.
Y'all remember that when you was a kid and your mom was like pinching on your nose all hard? Like, man, I did not like that. Like, I'm gonna blow. Stop telling me to blow. It hurts.
But does it sound like I'm struggling though, for real? Because I'm trying. It sounds real bad.
Just for a minute there when I said you better wake up. See, lost remember that. I'm like, dang, like you
I'm gonna
gotta
get
do
off
it
the
so rough.
panel because y'all making me
Spirit
feel
monster
like
got on
I'm
fire.
gonna get off the panel. I'm gonna get off. I'm
I
gonna
thought it
hop
was a
down.
punishment. Stay up here,
What?
Mimi. Quit playing. I said, stay up
No,
here.
because
Quit
y'all
playing.
making me feel bad.
I used to think it was a punishment when my mom would make me blow my nose and use the tissue all hard. I swore it was, I thought I was in trouble.
That's why I haven't
Like,
been
man,
up here because of this. Because it's like I know I sound stuffy. I sound horrible.
you be all right. Everyone knows you. Still.
Everybody does. Okay. Okay.
Lots
I
of
hate
lying. She
how I
trying to.
sound when I'm sick. It wasn't that bad for real. You sure,
Just lying
sister?
to make you feel better.
She went,
Man, eat
oh
some
yeah, I know
wasabi. Like,
some
rub
people
some
do lie to
wasabi on your mouth.
Please stop being messy. Some people do lie to make you feel better. That's true.
Menthol, eucalyptus on the tip. Because we know so you can sneeze it out. Exactly. Sneeze it out.
Okay, take a long tip. Hold on, let me read it. Take a long tip. Put some
Why don't you
mental.
take a
Take a screen. No, that's what I did. All right, I got it.
How you sniff when you stuffy?
And you know what? Now that you say that, I actually think I have that. Huh?
How you sniff when you're stuffy
What?
though? How do you sniff when you're stuffy?
I sniff you know, what I'm sick of. Yeah, sister, I know what you're talking about. I think I actually have that. Let me see. I know exactly what you're talking about. Let me
I told
see.
you an easy fix. Rub some wasabi on the roof of your mouth.
What did you tell me to do?
Rub
What
some
did you tell me to do?
wasabi on the
Oh,
roof of your mouth.
okay.
Oh, I thought you was like, oh, I was about to say she ain't listening to nothing I said.
I am listening to what you're saying. Hey, sister.
What up, Sonny?
I did hear what you said. Let me see.
But you don't ever do it. No one ever does it. I tell people all the time, rub wasabi on the roof of your mouth, and no one ever
I
does it.
was,
That's on
yeah,
punk.
I was gonna go to the store when I got off, but I don't even feel like going now. I'll just go tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like going, but I know what you're talking about, Gloss. I know exactly what you're talking about.
I like those nasal sprays. Those clear you
Yeah,
right up.
those two. Those two. My
But then you end
daughter,
up trying to use.
yeah, that's what I put in hers because she was, well, she's the one that got me sick, but yeah, I've been putting that stuff in her nose. You say you're eating Panera soup chicken? Yeah, I had Panera the other night. It was so good. I had it twice. I ate that twice in a row. It was so good.
Wait a minute. That's what I had the other night in the service. Was the chicken and wild rice, the bread bowl. That's what I had the other
I
night.
didn't. Yeah, I didn't eat that one. That's one that Gloss was talking about. What was that? The broccoli cheddar? I think it
You
was the
people always
broccoli.
talking about broccoli. Eat some with some meat in it.
What? It
Eat
was the one that
something with
Gloss was talking about. That's the one that I had. It was so good. It was so good.
cheddar. There's no meat in broccoli cheddar though.
Hmm.
There's
I
no
know it's
meat
no
in
meat in
broccoli cheddar.
there, but it was. I said I wanted
That's
to try it, but it sounded good. Huh?
wax. So that's wax sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Am I saying too far back?
Oh, you're good. Yeah, I know it is. What's the hell? Yeah, chicken and wild rice is good too. It's better if you eat that in the hospital.
Yep.
Hmm. I remember you said that, Glossy. You said you put chicken and bacon bits in it. I'm gonna try that next time. Next time I get it, I'm gonna try that. It's right up the road. It's like 5 minutes from the house. But next time I order that, I'm gonna try that.
Hmm.
Or put that in
By
there.
the way,
Put it in there when I get it.
by
Huh?
the way, I said, by the way, you guys proved me right.
About
I
what?
told Andre you will not be that excited to see him in there. And he thought you guys would cheer and everything. I was like, no, they don't care about you. And y'all didn't get
What you
too
talking
happy when he
about?
came in. Or y'all didn't get overly excited when Andre came in. I told Andre that you guys don't care about him like that. And
It was
he
nice to
thought you
see
guys.
him up there. I was surprised. It was nice to see him.
Stop lying. Say you didn't care.
It was nice to see him up there.
You guys
Right.
did not care.
Okay. Why is it good? Because it suits the hills. So things are working out. Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, man. Way too early for no reason today.
I was just about to say, are you getting tired?
No.
Oh. I heard oil of oregano helps too with colds. Yeah, I heard that too, Aussie. I heard that too. Cause I love doing like the home remedies and stuff like that. So I'll be trying to see different ones.
Whoa.
Yeah.
The little galaxy cloud stuff on my ceiling keeps on making me think of my tablet screen. Something's moving behind me. I have to keep looking at it. Or looking at it on the screen.
Oil of oregano helps with colds too. Yeah, I heard like cutting up potatoes, putting them like in your sock. I heard that. Like, well, that's what I do.
What?
Yeah, my friend told me. Because like my
Put
daughter, she
on.
used to always stay sick. She's always stay sick, and she would
That's
miss a lot
cool.
of school.
I was talking
Well, I mean,
potatoes in
it's
their
good for
shoes.
getting sick because it's helping her immune system. But I'm just saying, like, I have to work, so she would miss a lot of school. So I was trying to find like different stuff to do, and she was telling me like different like home remedies to do, and she would tell me like cutting up potatoes, like garlic and stuff, putting in her sock, and like let her sleep with that, and it like that did help with that. It did. So I've been doing that. Yeah, and also Epsom salt too, like soaking in Epsom salt. That's good too. Best is soup, nice soap bath. Yeah. Epsom salt and then the humidifier.
That I did buy a humidifier for myself.
Mhm. Yeah, so we
Um,
use that. So that helps too. Chicken soup is the best soup.
where y'all other sister been at?
Capri?
Mhm.
I thought she was in the chat. I thought you had said her name earlier. That's all I was looking. I haven't seen her in a second. Hmm?
See, so I gotta check her sometime.
Yeah, and see how she's doing. Yeah.
Chicken soup is the best. Put oregano in soup. Gotcha. Bro, what you doing?
Huh?
I said, bro, what you doing?
What am I doing?
Yeah.
Nothing. What are you talking about? Reading the comments.
I mean, you scratching on the phone.
I'm not scratching. Oh, I was scratching my hair. I'm sorry. My hair was itching. Hair was itching.
Oh,
My bad. Sorry.
all right. All right, GB. I was about to say, man, you just been over here talking like Deanna, just saying randomness.
Yeah, Epsom salt is good. Yeah, I always every time I go to Target, I always get a bag of that Epsom salt. That's pretty good too. Yeah, and it helps you sleep better at night as well.
All right. When
Hmm?
I'm sick, when I'm sick, that for some reason I've always enjoyed watching. What are all the all the adult cartoons that they'll come on Cartoon Network all night? King of the Hill, Family Guy. For some reason, I used to enjoy watching
Simpsons,
those.
The Simpsons, or
I'm
no?
saying Cartoon Network. Oh heck, fired, bro. About to get fired. Family Guy, um, King of the Hill.
I know that I know that this doesn't count, but in the office, or is it in the office? The
I'm
office.
good at The Office.
Huh?
The
Office,
Office.
yeah.
Okay,
I
so
love
shows
that
like
one.
The Office, I didn't finish them because I like them so much. It's like, and when I realized I'm at the last few episodes, I start getting
Uh,
all depressed and stuff. So I won't finish it.
right.
I will not finish it.
You thought he was frozen until he moved.
I'm good at that. I'm like a chameleon, boss. I hold still and I blend into the surroundings before I strike.
Big Mouth is my favorite cartoon. I haven't heard about that one. Big Mouth.
That's Netflix.
Oh,
Ooh, I
okay,
said that.
okay, I got you.
She watched that, but I'm surprised you and me don't watch that. And then I forget the name of the other one. I haven't watched it yet, but I know that they started the girl version one too
Which one?
of Big Mouth.
Oh, okay.
It
We've been
clears.
bought in Panera. There's a celery. It sounds horrible.
Just a girl. It's horrible. She said I love watching it, but it's horrible.
It sounds horrible. In Panera, there's celery, which is high fiber, typical for like it says in clears.
I'm trying to think what was my favorite adult cartoon? Come on.
Extremely raunchy, definitely not for kids.
Yeah. Oh, it can be funny though, but it's not for kids. Oh, duh! My favorite adult cartoon is Rick and Morty. I
Hmm.
love Rick and Morty.
What's that anime one? This is. It's not on Netflix, but it's like an anime. I can't even think of the
Anime.
name of it.
'Cause as soon as you
Huh?
start mispronouncing, so we ain't talking about anime because as soon as y'all start mispronouncing animes or saying the wrong ones, I'm
That's
gonna get
why I said
mad.
I'm not even gonna try to pronounce it. But there's this anime show that comes on like late at night. I like that one too.
I remember Baby Kids. I went to the
Yeah, Baby
movies.
Kid.
My oldest sister took my the sister above me and me to the
Mm.
movies to see Baby Kids. Man, like she's like, don't you be that stuff? Like I was a little kid. You don't really pay attention to detail. I didn't know. What you gonna watch that? Drawn Together. That sounds super familiar. Super familiar, boss.
I'm not familiar with that.
Hmm. On the cover, it shows a dad with glasses and he has like the three forks of hair. That one,
The what hair?
it's like where they like barely having the hair. So it's like three forks of hair, just three pieces of hair. It
Okay,
combs
have a
over.
good night in the service. Have a good night and stay well.
Good night. Yeah, definitely.
Stay
Thank you for
well.
coming. I need to remember to text you tomorrow morning. I'm horrible at that. My assistant should remind me before she gets fired.
I knew you were gonna leave on me.
I think I've seen that on Netflix too. Maybe it probably came from Comedy Central to Netflix.
Mm. I gotta do well with texting too. I gotta do better. But I'm more of a talker. I prefer talking to phone
Hmm. Hmm.
than texting.
Probably get off in like 3.
You said what?
I'll probably get off in like 3 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and hop down.
Oh, five
What?
minutes. 5 minutes.
Okay.
Like that's messed up, bro. You just gonna leave? Just crash
No,
off.
I mean, because when you say you about it close, it's like I hop down. What are you talking about? They go in the chat.
I just want to sit here and stare at y'all's avatars. Well, okay, I'm staring at your avatar, but you get the little box thing that moves every time
Oh,
you talk. Thing.
okay.
I want to stare.
You don't want to. Okay.
Man, shut your.
Hey, big door.
Oh, Out in the boat, extra late, face ass.
He said I can leave now. Hey,
He
Theodore,
was too embarrassed to say hi. That's why. That's why I mean me because I always bring. I always pointed out how you
I
be
was
going.
wondering where he was at. I was like, where's Theodore at?
Come on, Glass, let's go. Mimi and I
I was
said we'll
gonna,
stay on a little bit longer.
I was gonna come up, but I don't feel like talking. I wasn't gonna talk either, sister. I'm just gonna. I didn't feel like talking either because I know I sound crazy right now, but
Oh,
I'm
so
just.
you so good side of me. You know what? He said he didn't want to talk to you today because you're sick. He said, "Oh, she nasty. She all
That's what he
snotty and
said.
stuff. She got snot going down her lip."
Oh my
That's what he
god,
said.
you're so embarrassing. You say you've been listening. You just not take.
Can't
She
nobody
said,
be
"Put
sick.
that link away."
I will not. I will not.
She said when she's good and ready. When she's good and
I pull
ready.
it out of my pocket and toss it in the circle. Toss it in the floor like I had some real money to throw in the circle, but all I had
Theodore,
was
what do you? Theodore, you said what? You said I've been listening, but you're just not talk. What?
he said you sound extra snotty.
You sound great. I wish you well.
I
I love
wish
lemongrass.
I love lemongrass. All right.
Okay. I don't. I know I don't sound great. I know I
For
sound bad,
you,
but
bro.
fuck you. Drop that link for.
For you to pick it up, jump in the circle.
Either way it goes, I'm going to hop down.
Y'all horrible. Y'all hate me. You guys hate
Either way it goes, I'm going to drop down.
me. You guys hate me.
She said, "Who this?"
The one in the
I knew
pic
she
with
was gonna say that. I knew she.
the one with the bubbles and wrench next to her name.
Oh my god! Stop it, Gloss. Oh my god!
Theodore
I knew she was
said
gonna say that, huh?
Mimi gonna shake if Gloss comes up.
You said what?
He'll come up to tell Mimi goodnight if Gloss goes up.
Who's gonna tell me good night?
Theodore, he said he'll come up to tell you goodnight if Gloss comes up.
Oh, that's what he said. Why
Mm-hmm.
do you keep lying on people?
Who am I lying on?
I don't see where he said that. Where did
Bruh,
he say that at,
Mimi,
Warlord?
did you see that, Mimi?
Huh?
Did you see that? I tossed the link in the circle and Gloss. She did like the Michael Jackson side kicks I always kick with the
Hey,
you know
Ken.
kick it out the way. What up, Ken? She said hee hee and
Theo.
she kicked.
I didn't see that.
He said Theo, go ahead and leave.
Oh my god! Stop making laugh.
I guess there will be no tones up in.
You said
Sorry,
what?
Theodore. I said she ain't coming up, so you can't come up and tell Mimi goodnight.
Who's trying to tell me good night?
Theodore, he said if Gloss comes up, he will come up just to tell you goodnight.
He didn't say that. Stop
Yep.
lying. He
And then
didn't
he
say that.
said, I'm not getting a kiss.
I
And
said
make it
anything
like
to you.
see, he said he'd say anything to you, Mimi.
No, he didn't. He didn't put a name on it.
Yeah,
How you know he's talking about me? He didn't put no name on it. How you know he's talking about me? Hmm?
I said, homie ain't talking to
You
me. You know what
you
I'm
just
talking to.
assuming that. How you know he's okay?
Who else would he be talking to?
He ain't put no name on it. That's all I'm saying.
So who else would he be talking to? He see?
Let me see what Theodore said. Hush, hold on. Say
Who
I
he talking
say.
to?
You talked enough last week.
You got
Ken,
you for like
do not even start, Ken.
4.5
No.
last week, Gloss. That's not enough.
You see Ken's
Yep,
comment?
yep, yep, Ken. Theodore and Mimi. Theodore has the hots for
You
Mimi.
know they're gonna put that on the list. Stop.
Is that what you say? Has the hots for me? Has the hots for somebody?
They about to add him on the list. Stop.
It's all right. He got too many people at his crib at all times. Now Theodore has a whole Jamaican army. I don't know about no one else, but Theodore has a whole Jamaican army. He ain't worried about it.
What's that supposed to mean?
He ain't worried about it. They can find themselves chopped up in the woods.
Oh my God. Stop. Why am I the hot topic though? I don't understand.
She is though, Ken. She
I'm not
is,
even a
bro.
content creator. That's just oh my God. That's
Not even
crazy.
the content creator.
Huh?
Hmm?
That shit is crazy.
There you go. She's hard not to love. Black heart next to it.
God. Oh, that's sweet, Theodore. Thank you. Oh my God. No, don't. Thank you for the 15 likes. Still get up that boy following.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we got 15 likes. Thank y'all.
Yeah, thanks to everybody.
Oh, I know why I didn't think about it because Ken don't be coming up in here that much. Oh,
Gloss said you're welcome.
well, I said that was all her.
Not as far as Mimi from heaven. Oh, oh my gosh.
Mimi from heaven. Okay.
Warlord, stop. Oh my God.
Theodore said he's about to make you the princess or the queen of the Maryland Jamaican mafia.
Goodness. Oh my God.
And have some cool. So yeah, definitely. No problem, King. Even Gloss. Y'all was supposed to be going to bed, man. What y'all doing?
Yeah, I'm about to hop down. I'm about to hop down.
Because I ain't want to come up here.
Nah, she said she did enough talking last week. I wasn't supposed to be talking really. I just want to come up.
Well, she only did for an hour and a half last week. That's not enough. I told her we only had her for an hour and a half last week. That's not enough. I'm gonna see
No,
if
because
I'm
that's how it be. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta recharge, get
man,
yourself.
please. I'll
No,
see if I'm
I'm the same way. I'm the same way.
home tomorrow.
Huh?
I swear. Andre, do not let me
She's,
talk. I'm gonna see if I'm out my funk tomorrow, and I'll go live in the middle of the day and do my short, and then Gloss gotta
you
come
say
up.
you say you go live tomorrow?
I said I might go live
You
and
might. Okay.
someone
Well,
else
I
and
have to
do a
work.
short at the same time.
Oh,
Well, washing the bushes.
yeah, I have to work tomorrow. But yeah.
Oh hey, oh damn, there's only four here. Before we go, just so y'all know, everyone, Mimi's a cat. It's in her picture. She tried to look like she likes skin. Looking at it,
Wait, what?
she like me.
What the
I said, "You light skin,
what
you
the
brown
fuck?
like me."
You said that I'm a catfish?
Yeah, because you try to look like you're light skin in your avatar,
Oh.
but you're brown like me. Can you not hear me?
You going in and out. Say it again.
I said you're a catfish because you're trying to look like you're light skinned, but you're
Why
brown
would you have
like
to say
me.
that? Well, you
Can
okay?
I finish? Can I finish my
Okay.
sentence? Goodness
Mhm.
gracious, that you are brown like me.
Okay.
What up, Deanna?
Hey, Deanna.
Your face is broke, Theodore. Good night, y'all.
So you
Get off
think
my
I'm a
panel,
catfish?
Mimi. Yeah, you trying to look like you light skinned.
Okay. Anyways, y'all have a good night.
Good night, everybody. Gloss, I'm gonna go live during the day just for you tomorrow. Just for you. I'm going live during the day. And you off tomorrow too? Damn, that means I'm gonna have to carry all that shit upstairs. It's fine. Yeah, I had already planned on it. And you said you're off? I'm not mean. For this thing from it. Mimi, Theodore said goodnight. You ain't got nothing to do, Gloss. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. Just let Mimi know when you're home. I'm gonna wait just for you. Probably not, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna pretend like I'm waiting. I'm not mean. Give me a second. I said I'm coming. I'm not mean. They'll be in the bushes. Did everyone say goodnight to everyone so I can get off? You're a liar. I don't lie on you, Gloss. My headphones at. She knows she's supposed to be in the bed. Up calling me. She said, anyway. Ain't nobody lying on nobody. This is my battery's low. Hello? Hello? Goodness gracious. Good night, y'all. Stop lying on sister. Anyways. Anywho. All right, y'all. I'm logging off. Good night.